Hello dear students, myself CMA Padmaja Buzruk. I will be discussing partnership accounts. Go to study note number 6, partnership accounts. I will be discussing admission of a partner. In an existing partnership firm, a new partner is admitted for various reasons like additional capital, technical skill or managerial efficiency of new partner, etc. At the time of such admission, the usual adjustments required are adjustment regarding profit sharing ratio, adjustment regarding valuation of assets and liabilities, adjustment regarding goodwill, adjustment regarding accumulated profits or losses, and adjustment regarding capital contribution of new partner and capitals of existing partners. In this particular video, I will be discussing first two, that is adjustment regarding profit sharing ratio and adjustment regarding valuation of assets and liabilities. Adjustment regarding profit sharing ratio. The new partner becomes entitled to a share of future profit which is sacrificed by existing partners in his favor. When new partner is admitted, existing partners sacrifice their profit sharing ratio in favor of new partner. The sacrifice may be made by one or all of the existing partners. The new profit sharing ratio has to be found out. It should be noted that the new profit sharing ratio may be agreed upon by the partners. That is, it may be given in the question and you need not calculate it. The mutual profit sharing ratio among the existing partners may remain unaltered after giving away new partners' share. Now we'll see examples. X and Y were partners sharing profits and losses as 3:2. They admit Z as a new partner, giving him 1/5 share of future profits. What should be the new profit sharing ratio? Old partners are X and Y. They have admitted Z as a new partner. X and Y's profit sharing ratio was 3:2 and they have offered 1/5 share to Z in future profits. Now you are supposed to find out new profit sharing ratio, that is profit sharing ratio among X, Y and Z after admission of Z. Z has been offered 1/5 share. So balance share is 1 minus 1/5 which is equal to 4/5 which will be shared by X and Y in the ratio 3:2. So X share is 4/5 multiplied by 3/5. Why? Because X old share was 3/5 and Y's share is 4/5 multiplied by 2/5. So which is 12 by 25 and 8 by 25. Z's share is 1 by 25, 1 by 5, so which is equal to 5 by 25. In order to find out new profit sharing ratio, we are supposed to make the denominators equal. So 12 by 25, 8 by 25, 5 by 25. New profit sharing ratio is 12:8:5. The mutual profit sharing ratio among existing partners may be changed by agreement. Example, P and Q were partners sharing profits and losses as 4:3. R is admitted as a new partner for 1/5 share. P and Q decide to share the balance of profits equally. Now in this question, what is given? Whatever the balance remained after offering 1/5 share to new partner, the balance profit will be shared by the old partners equally. So R has been offered 1/5 share, so remaining share is 4/5. 4/5 they will share equally, so 4/5 into half you are supposed to do. Half of 4/5 will be shared by P and half of 4/5 will be shared by Q. R's share 1/5, so balance is 1 minus 1/5, 4/5. P's share is half of 4/5, 4 by 10. Q's share half of 4/5, 4 by 10. R's share 1 by 5 which is equal to 2 by 10. Make the denominator equal for finding out new ratio. So it is 4:4:2 which is nothing but 2:2:1. If the sacrifice made individually by the existing partners is given, then new ratio should be calculated by deducting the sacrifice from the old ratio. Example: A, B, and C were partners sharing profits and losses as 3:2:1. They admitted D as a new partner, giving him 1/6 share of future profits. D acquired 3 by 24th share from A and 1 by 24th share from B. Calculate new profit sharing ratio. Three partners A, B, and C are old partners. They admitted D as a new partner and he has been offered 1/6 share in the future profits. He acquired this 1/6 share from A and B. He acquired 3 by 24th from A and 1 by 24th from B. 3 by 24 plus 1 by 24 is equal to 4 by 24. 4 by 24 is equal to nothing but 1/6. Now, A has sacrificed 3 by 24, B has sacrificed 1 by 24, whereas C has sacrificed nothing. Now we'll see how it is to be calculated. A's old ratio is 3 by 6 minus he has sacrificed 3 by 24. 3 by 6 minus 3 by 24. Make the denominators equal, which is equal to 12 by 24. 3 by 6 is nothing but 12 by 24. 12 by 24 minus 3 by 24, which is equal to 9 by 24. B's old share is 2 by 6. 2 by 6 minus he has sacrificed 1 by 24. 2 by 6 is nothing but 8 by 24. 8 by 24 minus 1 by 24 is equal to 7 by 24. C has sacrificed nothing. C's old ratio is 1 by 6. 1 by 6 is equal to 4 by 24. Make the denominator equal. And D's share is 1/6. 1/6 which is equal to 4 by 24. So their new profit sharing ratio is 9:7:4:4. Thus, regarding profit sharing ratio, we can sum up as follows. Old ratio is equal to profit sharing ratio of existing partners before admission of a new partner. If old profit sharing ratio is not given, then it is to be considered as equal. New profit sharing ratio is equal to future profit sharing ratio among all partners, including new partner after his admission. Sometimes new profit sharing ratio and old profit sharing ratio are given, but when it is not given, new profit sharing ratio, if it is not given, you are supposed to calculate it. New ratio is equal to old ratio minus sacrifice ratio made by each of the existing partners. Sacrifice ratio is equal to share of an existing partner under old ratio minus his share under new ratio. Sacrifice ratio is nothing but old ratio minus new ratio. But unless otherwise mentioned, the mutual profit sharing ratio between the existing partners will remain unaltered. In that case, sacrifice ratio is equal to old ratio. Now, in the first example, we have seen new partner has been offered 1/5 share and remaining 4/5 share was shared by the old partners in old ratio. So unless otherwise mentioned, mutual profit sharing ratio between existing partners will remain unaltered, and in that case sacrifice ratio is equal to old ratio. If nothing specifically has been mentioned, then the after giving share to new partner, remaining share will be shared by the old partners in their old ratio, and in that case sacrifice ratio and old ratio is same, equal. Adjustment regarding valuation of assets and liabilities. This is the second important adjustment which is required to be made in case of admission of a partner. The book value of assets as shown in the balance sheet may not reflect their current realizable values. Similarly, the liabilities included in the balance sheet may not exhibit their actual position. Whenever a change takes place in a partnership business in the form of admission or retirement or death of a partner or due to change in profit sharing ratio, revaluation of assets or liabilities becomes necessary. So, as per this second adjustment, it is necessary to revalue assets and liabilities at the time of admission of a partner. The effect of revaluation are given in two ways. First is by incorporating the changes in the balance sheet values and without changing the balance sheet values. So, as per first case, the revalued figures are considered in new balance sheet after admission. As per second case, old balance sheet values only will be considered after admission. Values are not changed, but you are supposed to make some adjustments that we'll see now how it is to be shown without changing the balance sheet values. First, by incorporating changes in the balance sheet values, you are supposed to prepare revaluation account. Prepare revaluation account for decrease in the value of asset, increase in the value of liability, provision for unrecorded liabilities. Your journal entry is revaluation account debit to asset account with decrease in value to liabilities account with increase in value. Now supposing if asset value is 10,000 and revalued figure is 8,000, that means asset value has gone down by 2,000. Asset has a debit balance. In order to reduce the value, you are supposed to credit asset, and in this case you will debit revaluation account. So revaluation account debit to asset if there is decrease in value. If there is increase in the value of liability, same entry you are supposed to pass. For increase in value of assets, decrease in value of liabilities, unrecorded assets, exactly opposite entry. Assets account debit with increase in value, liabilities account debit with decrease in value to revaluation. Now revaluation account will show profit or loss. It will be transferred to old partners capital accounts in their old profit sharing ratio. If profit sharing ratio is not given, then it is to be shared by the partners equally. For profit on revaluation, revaluation account debit to old partners capital account in old profit sharing ratio. For loss on revaluation, reverse entry should be made. Now see this pro forma revaluation account. Decrease in value of asset, to asset. Increase in value of liability, to liabilities. Increase in value of asset, by asset. Decrease in value of liability, by liabilities. Profit or loss will be shared by partners in old profit sharing ratio. Easy to remember. Asset value decrease, liability value increase is to be debited to revaluation account. Exactly opposite will come to the credit side, that is asset plus liability minus. Just remember one, opposite will be to the credit side. Debit side, asset minus liability plus, that is decrease in value of asset, increase in value of liabilities. Second, without changing the balance sheet values. In this case, you are supposed to prepare memorandum revaluation account. Record increase decrease in value of assets and liabilities as discussed. Share the profit or loss on revaluation among the old partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Reverse the increase decrease in the value of assets and liabilities. After reversal, calculate profit or loss. Share the profit or loss after reversal among all the partners, including new partners, in their new profit sharing ratio. Supposing if the changed values are not to be recorded in new balance sheet after admission, old values are to be kept in balance sheet. In this case, you are supposed to prepare memorandum revaluation account. Just we have seen how to prepare revaluation account. Same way you have to prepare revaluation account, and whatever you have entered on the credit side is to be recorded on the debit side after finding out the profit, and whatever you have recorded on the debit side is to be recorded on the credit side. If you have got profit earlier, now you will get loss. Profit you have to distribute to old partners in old profit sharing ratio, now you will be getting loss. It is to be distributed to all the partners including new partner in new profit sharing ratio. We'll see the pro forma now. Pro forma memorandum revaluation account: to asset decrease in value, to liabilities increase in value, by assets increase in value of asset, by liabilities decrease in value of asset. Find out profit or loss. Now whatever you have debited will get credit, whatever you have credited will get debit. Then if you are having in the earlier part of the memorandum revaluation account, earlier section of memorandum revaluation account, if it is showing profit, now you will get loss. This is to be shared. First section profit is to be or loss is to be shared by old partners in old profit sharing ratio. Reversal will be shared by all the partners including new partner in new profit sharing ratio. We'll see illustration 10 so that it will be very clear to you how to prepare memorandum revaluation account. No alteration of book values of assets and liabilities. Illustration 10. Baisakhi and Srabani are partners sharing profits and losses in the proportion to their capitals. Now go to their capital. Capital is 20,000 and 50,000. So profit sharing ratio is in proportion to capital. So it is 4:3. Their balance sheet as on 31st March 13 is given below. Creditors, general reserve, capitals, freehold premises, machinery, furniture, office equipment, stock, bills receivable, debtors, cash and bank. On 1st April 13, they admit Paushali on the following conditions. Paushali should bring 10,000 as capital and to pay 3,500 for goodwill as she will get 1/4 share in the profit. So new partner's profit sharing ratio is 1/4. She has been offered 1/4 share. So what is the remaining share? 1 minus 1/4 is 3/4 is the remaining share. This 3/4 will be shared by old partners in old profit sharing ratio. So 3/4 into 4 by 7, 4:3. So 4 by 7 into 3/4 and 3 by 7 into 3/4, that is 12 by 28 and 9 by 28 is the new profit sharing ratio of Baishakhi and Srabani respectively. And in case of new partner, that is Paushali, the profit sharing ratio is 1/4. Now make the denominator equal. So it will be 7 by 28. So new profit ratio sharing ratio is 12:9:7. 1/4 is nothing but 7 by 24. Now new partner has brought 10,000 as capital and 3,500 as goodwill. See, remaining share 3/4 is shared by the old partners in old profit sharing ratio. Then your sacrifice ratio and old profit sharing ratio is same, and this goodwill will be shared by old partners in their sacrifice ratio, that is old profit sharing ratio, which is 4:3. Goodwill brought in by the new partners will be shared by old partners in sacrifice ratio. In this case, sacrifice ratio and old profit sharing ratio is same, 4:3. A provision of 2% to be raised against debtors. Decrease in value of debtors. 2% of 17,500 is to be debited to revaluation account. Decrease. Stock to be reduced by 5%. Stock is 14,100. 5% of that is to be debited to revaluation account. Freehold premises to be revalued at 12,650. Freehold premises 10,000. It is to be revalued at 12,650. Increase in value of asset. Difference between these two, 2,650. Increase in value of asset is to be credited to revaluation account. Machinery at 2,800. Machinery value has gone down. So difference between these two is to be debited to revaluation account as to machinery. Furniture 1540. Furniture value also has gone down. So difference between these two, 1750 and 1540, is to be debited to revaluation account. Office equipment 495. Office equipment 550 has gone down to 495. Again difference is to be debited to revaluation account. And find out profit on revaluation. Partners agreed that the values of assets and liabilities should remain unaltered. This is very important. These change in value of assets and liabilities have given, but they have agreed that assets and liabilities should remain unaltered. That is, you are supposed to show the same values for assets and liabilities. That means you are supposed to prepare memorandum revaluation account here. Points to be noted: the partners have decided not to alter the book values of assets and liabilities. The effect of revaluation may be ascertained by preparing memorandum revaluation account. Now we'll see memorandum revaluation account. To provision for bad debts, to stock, to machinery, to furniture, to office equipment. Decrease in value of asset. By freehold premises, increase in value of asset. Find out the profit. To Baishakhi to Shravani, profit is to be shared between old partners in old profit sharing ratio 4 is to 3. Now, whatever you have debited 350, 705, 700, 210 and 55 is to be credited. Addition of this by reversal of items brought down. Whatever you have credited is to be debited. To reversal of items brought down 2650. Now this, whatever you were getting as profit, now you will be getting it as loss. By partners capital account in new ratio, loss on revaluation, same, you will get 630. It is to be shared in new profit sharing ratio. We have found out new profit sharing ratio 12 is to 9 is to 7. So this is known as memorandum revaluation account when it is prepared if the partners want to keep the old values of assets and liabilities, then and then only memorandum revaluation account is to be prepared. Whatever you have debited as decrease in value of asset is to be credited, and whatever you have credited as increase in value of asset is to be debited. If in the earlier section you are getting profit, distribute it to old partners in old profit sharing ratio. Same you will get as loss, distribute it to all partners including new partner in new profit sharing ratio. As general reserve is to remain unaltered, similar adjustment will be required to be shared among old partners in old ratio and written back among all partners in new ratio. We have already seen new profit sharing ratio 12 is to 9 is to 7. See in the balance sheet, general reserve is also there. So this 2100 general reserve, first distribute it to old partners in old ratio. Then again raise it, that is first write off in the ratio 4 is to 3. General reserve is having credit balance. So entry will be general reserve account debit 2100 to Baishakhi to Shravani in the ratio 4 is to 3. So in their capital account you will find it to the credit side in the ratio 4 is to 3. Again raise it, that is Baishakhi debit, Shravani debit, Paushali debit to general reserve in the ratio 12 is to 9 is to 7. By balance brought down, capital balances, by general reserve, written off between old partners in old profit sharing ratio, to general reserve again raised in new profit sharing ratio. All the three partners in the ratio 12 is to 9 is to 7. To bank by in this case by bank 10,000, new partner has brought capital 10,000, bank account debit to capital account 10,000. By memorandum revaluation account 360 and 270 profit, whatever you got in the first section, to memorandum revaluation account 270, 203, 157 loss, whichever you have got in the second section, memorandum revaluation account. By bank 2000 and 1500 goodwill brought in by the new partner will be shared by the old partners in sacrifice ratio 4 is to 3. In this case, sacrifice ratio and old ratio is same. Entry is bank account debit to Baishakhi to Shravani 4 is to 3. This is balance carried down. Now all assets are same as whatever you have in the old balance sheet. If you see same assets and liabilities values you will get. Freehold premises, machinery, furniture, office equipment, stock, bills receivable, debtors. Bank will change. Opening balance plus 10,000. This is nothing but capital brought in by new partner plus 3,500. This is nothing but goodwill brought in by new partner. Cash will not change. All values are same except bank. Capital account. This capital account we have prepared, balance carried down, that is 22,390, 16,972 and 9,318. General reserve will remain same. Sundry creditors will remain same. This is how you are supposed to prepare memorandum revaluation account when partners agree to not to alter the values of assets and liabilities. In this particular video, we have seen admission of a partner and adjustment regarding profit sharing ratio and adjustment regarding valuation of assets and liabilities by incorporating changes in balance sheet values and without changing the balance sheet values. We have seen this with illustration. Thank you.